Welcome everybody in the room here in Newtown Square, and welcome to our live stream online. This event, we have over 350 people registered for the in-person, and I promote things online sometimes, and I didn't even break a sweat on this promotion, and over 1,200 people are signed up for the live stream. So welcome everybody. So I want to especially thank all the people involved, all our sponsors and supporters, SAP, SAP Signavio, LeanIX, Convergent IS, Data Migration International, Tricentis, LeapGreat, Lemongrass, Resulting IT, Pure Storage, and ASUG for their help. And thank you for all the volunteers we've had working to pull this event together overall. It was 4 years ago this week that we did the first enterprise architecture event, actually this week. I was flying in on Sunday, I think 4 years ago I was coming here. 4 years ago, we had 200 people in Newtown Square. Many of you I see in the room that were here at that time. And it's sort of funny that I did a series of a 19-city roadshow across North America in 2023, which was kind of crazy. Was anyone in the room in that roadshow in 2023? I'd go to different cities and people would say, Paul, I was at that event in 2020. When are you doing it again? So we started in Calgary, by the way, the first roadshow a year ago tomorrow, which was kind of ironic. Then I did all these different cities, and I get the same thing. Paul, I was there. When are you doing it again? Paul, I was there. When are you doing it again? I'm a little slow at times, but eventually I caught on. So we launched this. I think I advertised this mid-December. 2 months roughly to today, we have all the people in this room. So thank you again, everybody. And I've been involved with the Enterprise Architects Group since I remember setting up the ASUG group back in 2004 with Shai Gussie's support. And then Vishal Sika had great support of the community when he was SAP CTO. And we've had such incredible support from SAP executives, people like Jürgen Miller, Michael Amling, Philip Herzig across the board, and Andre Christ, who you'll meet from a LeanIX side in a few minutes, and Thomas Sauerzig with SAP. Do any of you know who Thomas Sauerzig is in the room? So Thomas, for those who don't know, is an SAP board member who now has a board area. And I said to Thomas about a week ago, Thomas, I know you can't make it. And we have a picture out front, by the way, with him on a flag photo. And I'll tell you later on about the flag photo stations. I said, Thomas, can you record a video for me to welcome the group? So now I'd like to sort of roll the short video of Thomas welcoming all of you to this event. Roll the video, please.
Dear Paul, dear Enterprise Architect community, welcome also from my side to the next-gen SAP Enterprise Architecture Forum in Newtown Square. Unfortunately, I can't join you today in person, but I still wanted to express how important the topic of enterprise architecture and this community is for me. It was and is always dear to my heart. In my previous role as the CEO of SAP and in my current role as board member for SAP Product Engineering, but also in my future role being in charge for SAP's customer service and delivery. I'm fully committed to increasing our focus on enterprise architecture going forward, as it's essential to truly unlock the value of our solutions and setting our customers up for future innovation. During this conference, you can look forward to amazing speakers and rich discussions, in which I truly hope that you cannot just share knowledge and network, but shape our future together. Thank you for all your relentless dedication and for being an integral part of this community. I wish you a great conference over the next 3 days. Have fun and stay in touch. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. And we're going to have a lot of fun over the next few days, and we're going to learn a lot. And how many of you were at the day zero session yesterday? Awesome. So I had people say to me last night, fabulous, great, glad I came. And people say to me basically that as well. I could almost go home last night and got a huge ROI from this event. There's more to come. People said to me yesterday, Paul, one thing I don't like about yesterday, you gave me too many choices of sessions to go to. And I said, that's a good thing. It's a good thing because you could go deep on one subject, and everything inside the sessions we did yesterday are strung across these next 2.5 days. So, and also we're going deeper in a number of the sessions that you saw. So you have a chance to try different things. You can ebb and flow, and you met the speakers. And I want to really highlight as well, with the sponsor areas outside, with the conversation corners we've set up, we purposely, by the way, we've done the biggest event Newtown Square has ever done this week. So, and I want to thank, by the way, the team on site from SAP that does a great job on this. So we have areas outside for you to talk to many of our sponsors, but we've set up as well 4 conversation corners. So you see 2 at the back, 2 towards the front. The 2 at the back are one around architecture advisory. Jason Porterfield and his team have set up, I'll term it free consulting for enterprise architects in the room. So go see them. Next to it, we have an area, the AI conversation corner. No surprise, what was our biggest selling pre-conference session yesterday? AI. So that is there as well. And also in terms of the front, we have BTP conversation corner as well. And something you'll hear more from Stefan Piech tomorrow is Clean Core. So we have experts from Clean Core as well. And by the way, if people could squeeze a little more into the middle, we have a lot of people in around the back and more coming in. So if you could just scooch over to the middle, I'd greatly appreciate it. So a couple quick things. So the QR code on whatever site it is, but you know what the QR code is, basically is to the agenda. So we have an agenda app online that my friends at Convergent IS set up. So it has the sessions, the room for the next couple days. It also has the Wi-Fi code on it, so you can access the Wi-Fi code. Information on our sponsors, the Conversation Corners. And something you'll have live tomorrow. So in the room, how many of you have to produce a trip report after this? Show of hands. Okay. So wouldn't it be nice if we could crowdsource don't tell your bosses this, if we could crowdsource a trip report from the community? How would that sound to you? Show of hands, who would like a copy of that? Awesome. So what we're going to do, it'll go live tonight, and my friend Josh Greenbaum has helped me with it, so it'll be ready for you tomorrow. Is a survey that I've created to, in essence, crowdsource from the community. So you have to fill in. We have different questions for you that we've taken a pass at. ROI questions. What did you like? What are you missing? So on and so forth. So I would personally like you to fill in the survey to help me help you, not just take back to your boss in terms of what you learned and what the wisdom of the crowd was that you learned, but it'll also help me figure out from a community side what is next. So I appreciate your input, and the way it works is you got to give to get. So if you want to do your trip report all by yourself, go ahead. If you want to help the community help you, please fill it in. Who's in? Awesome. I always want to do a community trip report. And the last piece, how many of you have seen the flag that I've been traveling the globe with? So we're going to have throughout the event, and we'll have a contest. I just got to figure out the prizes yet. But for flag photos and the hashtag NextGenSAPEA. So we have a flag photo station that will be set up. And you'll have the picture next to it and hashtag so on and so forth, right? By the way, we've taken out the people and almost holding out the flag, so you just need to stand by it. So 2 simple little poles on the end. You don't know how long it took to orchestrate that innovation to tie up 2 flag poles. It was incredible. So just very quickly, I also want to just, as a community side, and I'll talk more about through the day, I'm not a believer in one-and-done events. I'm not a believer in one-and-done events at all. So this is a learning cohort of us coming together, learning together, and work together to help each other. So you're going to see coming out of this in different forms and fashion, virtual activities. You're going to see coming out of this as well, meetups in different cities. You're going to see collaborations as well with people like ASA going forward inside this region. It's kind of what the incredible thing about this too is, I can't believe the number of requests I have to do iterations of this all over the world. So this is, in essence, a pilot for people to for people to take iterations to different regions. So we've had requests from London, my friend William from Paris, different locations around the world, to have a whole network of community volunteerism to grow this community all over. Ironically, when 2020 happened, so I'll remind you again, we did this event when? February 25 to 27 of 2020. We were lucky to get this event in 2020 before the world changed, right? The intent back then was then to iterate this event across the world. Well, hopefully nothing like COVID will slow us down again in this. So we're going to do this. So talk to me throughout the event. Talk to our speakers that are here. So just very quickly, we're going to go through a stream here of all these different sessions that you see on the screen. We have a streaming link as well. We have broadcast rooms on Demo A on the 3rd floor and Solutions Room on the 2nd floor. So we're going to go through a bunch of sessions. We're going to have some lunch and roundtable conversations over lunch. More sessions in the afternoon, and after coffee break, we'll kick into 4 tracks. So you see the sessions in here and the different tracks, and these sessions are updated inside the app. And 2 things I really want to highlight tonight. So we're all about making this easy for you. So last night we had to leave from here. We went over the shuttle, cars to Hilton, all that sort of stuff. Not so tonight. So the next 2 nights, our reception from 5:30 to 7:30 is in the cafe just down the hall. So just down the hall, teaser alert, there'll be a flag photo station. The theme is beer and BTP. We'll have that inside the event as well. And while lots of experts for lots of conversation and flag photos as well. So the flag will move. It's just around the corner, but it'll move down the hall, so we'll do that. How does it all sound? Pretty good? And we'll repeat the same thing tomorrow night. And sort of, I'm just trying to think of anything else to close. A couple closing things before I turn it over for our first speaker. So we're going to give some books away. We have some authors signing different things. And, you know, I gave away 2 books back in 2020, and I brought them with me. So the first book was called The Future is Faster Than You Think. Oh, my God, the future is a lot faster, I think, than we ever thought in so many different ways. Peter Diamandis wrote this book back then. And the second book was Design for Digital by Jenny Ross back in the day. So we gave that one away. And almost, I think now it's almost designed for AI with everything you're hearing as well. So those are the 2 books back then.